Today I'm going to be talking about Elastic Email's web forms and how they pertain to Europe's privacy regulations known as GDPR. I will be showing you how these regulations may possibly affect how you obtain your contacts within our system. The GDPR defines personal data as any information related to a person or contact that can be used directly or indirectly to identify that person. It can be anything from a name, a photo, an email address, or even a computer IP address. If you use Elastic Email, you are most likely collecting information about your contacts that would be considered personal data under the GDPR. If you are situated in the EU, or if you are sending emails to any citizens of the EU, then the GDPR would most likely apply to you. For this reason, it is critical that you obtain consent from the contacts themselves to manage this personal data. Let's take a look at the form screen. This tool helps you gather information about your contacts when they sign up. The more individual data you have on your contacts, the easier it is to isolate certain audiences with your campaigns. When creating a form, you will need to designate a title and a description. These will be used to grasp the user's attention. The GDPR requires the description to be accurate and precise, describing exactly what you are doing with the information you are requesting. You can designate the title and description to be in any language you wish. Down here is the personal data disclaimer, which is required to be GDPR compliant. The purpose of this disclaimer is to inform the contact that when they submit this form, that they are agreeing to transferring data to Elastic Email. We recommend you leave this checked on to protect yourself and your company. You may alter the text for your specific needs, but including a statement about where and how this data is stored and processed is essential. Moving to the Contact Field tab. This is where the consent tracking field can be found. This field provides consent options in regards to Elastic Email's open and click tracking features. To be GDPR compliant, you must provide a means for your contacts to consent to this processing activity. For more information on tracking opens and clicks, please see our video on this topic linked at the end of this video. Elastic Email has a tracking consent field by default in every account. However, you may create other fields requesting consent, such as storing or processing data. The principle for creating these other fields operates the same as tracking consent. Make sure you choose Boolean as the field type for all consent checkboxes you want to add to your forms. These field values are important to have if you're planning to export your contact data and use it elsewhere. When setting up your custom contact fields, the GDPR requires that separate consent is given for every specific processing activity that you are doing with the contact's data. To force contacts to opt in, you can set the Make Required option on, which will not allow the contact to even submit the form without providing consent. The most basic consent to capture for GDPR is for processing and storing of their data. Other examples of GDPR required consent options might be marketing, postal, mail, or SMS communications. You can create additional consent fields here and use them to separate your contacts from consenting and not consenting. Let's quickly look at our segment screen to see how you can easily filter the contacts based on the consent they have provided you. Using the consent SMS field we created as an example, it is easy to find all the contacts that have ticked the option when signing up for your form. For more information on segments, please see our video on this topic linked at the end of this video. This is all the information you need to make GDPR compliant web forms with Elastic Email. We recommend you obtain legal advice for your specific personal data processing if the GDPR affects you. If you have any other questions, please visit us at support.elasticemail.com.